Porky's Corner is proud to be sponsored by Spartan Site Solutions. They are specialists in civil engineering and demolition contracts for the construction industry. Interested parties should visit their website or contact Porky's Corner for a referral at porkycorner@mail.com.
Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, biggest gob in sport. We say the things on here that nobody dare say. It's a proven fact, isn't it? Boxing's full of cowards and arse lickers. Everybody wants access to them. Everybody wants to get on a show to them, to work with them. But nobody wants to say out, do they, on the social medias? No, I'm afraid nobody wants 50p piece. What's in there? Nobody wants to say anything because they don't want to upset the apple cart, do they? Isn't that right, Sam Jones? Sam, what amazes me about you is you've gone missing at the moment. We've usually got your Sunday sermons and Monday mass. Maybe you're working behind the scenes, trying to get something going for Jack Cattrall. Hey, you can't deliver for him, can you? Because you're everybody's friend. It's me pal. It's me pal. He's a pal of mine. Isn't that right, Sam? You sound like Big Ron with his me pal. Big Ron, there's no pals in boxing. You always told me that. And then down the line he's going, oh, don't worry about it. I'll bring so-and-so. He's me pal. Ron, you used to say that there ain't no pals in boxing. And there in. As you well know, Sam Jones, and has been, is now finding out. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. But Sam, you dropped a right clanger, didn't you? Bottling a Zoom with me. Because you're never going to get on here now, are you? And you know, people like you, they come and go and they get found out. And you've been found out now, haven't you? Well, look at the gobble, 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 slurp, 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 slurping that you're doing now. Oh, oh, I don't want to miss out on that sound, mommy. Scaring you to death, innit? The thought of not being in the mix. I love it. Love it. What, do you want to kiss and make up? You haven't got a prayer now, son. Not a prayer. Right. Darren Barker's piped up. Mr. Matchroom himself. Only married into it, didn't he? Hey? Unbelievable. Couldn't you think of something better to stay in mix? Hey? Darren Barker, you've got an opinion on everything. Crusher Ben, you've got an opinion on everything, Crusher Ben, except why the cloverfield was found in his body. Everything else you've got an opinion on, whether he should fight Crawford, Josh Taylor, Boots, Ennis, Chris Eubank Jr. Now Chris Eubank Jr. is a coward. Your words is a coward and a messer, just like his old man. You've got an opinion on everything surrounding the Crushinator. It's true. It's all out there. But what you haven't got an opinion on the drug situation. Why not? Darren Barker, why not? You've gone the same way as Cougs. You've gone the same way as Coogan, haven't you? You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to give it airtime. I'm giving it airtime. What do you think to that? What do you think to that, Darren Barker? Remember when you looked away at me when I eyeballed you in Nottingham? You looked away, didn't you? Yeah, you looked away, mate. You know. You know, Darren Barker, you know. You're a matchroom company man that's not going to rock the boat. You know. You know, don't you? All you lot down there getting advice out, and look at the state of Crusher's career now. He's an afterthought, isn't he? Fighting on a ballroom, on a Vegas ballroom against some dosser that they're hyping up as a roadman killer. With Elvis impersonator as the MC, because that's what they do if you go online at that building. They do Elvis weddings and all that nonsense. Hey, can't believe it. Why don't you want to talk about PEDs? You're planning to say when Gerald Miller failed. Silence is deafening, isn't it, Barker? Hey? Hey? Imagine having to creep and be a little mole for that lot down there just to stay at mix. Be a man, not a mouse. Be a man. Embarrassing yourself, eh? You've got an opinion, right, on everything. Absolutely everything. I mean, here's one here for you. Where am I here? Barker. You give an opinion, right, on a fight. You're the only man I know, Barker, that gives an opinion on a fight, and you give an opinion for both. Well, I can see him beating him on points, but if he gets him hurt, that's no good to me. When I put a bet on, I don't bet on both. Because what's the point? Because you're going to win, aren't you, unless it's a draw. Give an opinion and stand by it. That's all you got to do. Stand by it. Do you know what I mean? But if it's a fighter from Matchroom, they're going to win, aren't they? Look, you know when you're out of arts that John Ryder was spent. You should know about that, shouldn't you? About people being spent, because when you went and fought Sturm in Germany, you were spent. You didn't do no road work for the fight. You just dieted, did a bit of yoga. Your hip was snapped in half. Fair enough. You shouldn't have even been in the fight. But to be fair to you, you didn't take the rematch, and you had a rematch, and you could have conned us twice. But conning us once were enough, wasn't it, really? All them people who bought tickets to go out there. And then you'll come out with that weeks after about what your condition were and all that. You're another Beefy Smith. Just let fans a merry dance. You got hammered that much on social media. That's why you didn't take the rematch, innit? Yeah, people like you, they slink into boxing, they tell whoppers and mislead fans. Well, I had a bet on you to win that. Hey, how do you feel about that? Do you not get no favours off me, you weasel? I don't even like you. Doing that to boxing fans. Boxing fans don't forget things like that. I don't. Could you imagine if Fury came out after Usyk flogged him and goes, I didn't really train for it and I want 100%, I was 50% of the man. What? At least Kevin Mitchell, when he got offered that fight, yeah, he got offered one more fight, didn't he, for 60 bags? He went, nah, I'm done, it won't be right for fans. Kevin Mitchell. I respect Kevin Mitchell. He's from down there where you shower from. So Kevin Mitchell, as far as I'm concerned, he's a proper warrior. Do you know what I mean? And if his team had known what they were on with, he'd have been a world champion now in that little Linares fight. Proper let him down, your lot, eh? That Essex lot, eh? And look after number one. So it is what it is. Joe Parker saying Fury never got dropped. Well, you're going to say that, aren't you? You bought an house in Morecambe, you licker. Go on, get gone. Jesus. Just like the Gad, aren't you? They're all coming out to bat, aren't they, for him, eh? All coming out to bat for Fury. They all need that Saudi access, don't they? It is what it is. Big Malk, a.k.a. Malcolm X. Isn't that right? Big Malk. And the Gad, a.k.a. Gaddy. They are neck and neck for January for the most interviews, after obviously YouTube channels like me and IFL and all that like, but they are leading the pack. The Gad is five in front of Big Malk. So them two are going for it, aren't they? Eh? Big Malk is always there or thereabouts. Big Malk's in a bit of turmoil at the moment because he's got Lennoxes like that, and he's got Big Meechers like that, and he's like that. He's torn. Aren't you, Big Malky? Big Malk's torn between his love for Rennex and his no meal ticket, Big Meat. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. You can't beat Big Mal with his big giant bins. Hey, Timmy Mallet bins. Big Mal, eh? Sat at home behind his big desk, puffing coolly on a large spliff. Go on, Big Mal. I love Big Mal, mate. In fact, if I don't see a Big Malk into every day, do you know what I catch? I catch Big Malkitis. Big Malky. Oh, God. Hey? Dream it, believe it, become it. Oh, that's his partner in crime, isn't it? The Crockett and Tubbs of boxing. Oh, my God. Has Anthony Yard won a British title yet? Has he got any belts? I don't know. Has he got a Commonwealth or something, or an area? Millionaire, no belts. Not worth shouting about. Dream it, believe it, spend it. That's what I say. That's my motto. It is what it isn't. Can James Flint beat Campbell Hands of Foam Hatton? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Kevin's mates for years. Grandad, James Flint, is from area. Yeah, he can. He can beat him, and I hope James Flint lights him up. This will be one of them times where I'll be cheering for a ginger armpit fighter. So it is what it is, isn't it? Right? Can you imagine how many tickets Steffi's going to pretend to buy and go, Eddie, these are tickets we've done? When really he's just putting money in pot out his own pocket. Can you imagine that? Pop, pop, bang. Hey? But it is what it is. So let's hope that James Flint can beat Hands of Foam, and that Terry Harper can beat Sandy Ryan. But I'd say that Sandy Ryan lights her up, really. But my heart of hearts says that Terry Harper pulls out and that they're going in a different direction. That's what I think happens. That's what I think's happened. That's what I think goes down. But hey ho. But I don't think it'll be that hard a fight for James Flint if he uses his low. I mean, Eddie Hardy from Woodlands in amateurs, Southpaw, smashed Hands of Foam to pieces in amateurs, smashed him to bits. It's all out there. They don't want to put that on YouTube, do they? So it is what it is. So I don't really like to talk about this. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. Jurgen Klopp, I'm just going to divert here a little bit. Jurgen Klopp saying he wants gone at end of season. Is it because they're trying to G his team up to play that bit better because they're coming to end? Or is it because he wants German national job? Or because he's burnt out? I don't know, but this is how I look at it. You signed a big deal, 2022, right? And you're not honouring the deal. Right? So if you want to leave at end of season and you've got time left on your contract, a couple of years left on your contract, this is how I look at it. You owe Liverpool. You should have to pay that contract up, because if they sacked you, you want it paying up, so it works both ways. So as a Liverpool fan, I'm disappointed. I'm not going to start rimming him like everybody else. You don't just walk like that. Dalglish did the same thing. I don't want to hear all that you need a rest and all that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. You signed a no deal, you should honour it, or pay it up if you want to get gone. Or if you take a job within that period, I think it'd be in bad taste. I do, honestly. I don't think he'd ever work in Premier League again, but I think it's in bad taste him leaving. People are going to be nostalgic, aren't they, now? Right? But what if they win title? What if they win quadruple? They go out in a blaze of glory, leaving us all wanting more. But I'm cheesed off at the moment, so I've got mixed emotions over it. But at the moment, it's how I deal with everything out like this. I take rejection bad. And I feel that he's rejecting me as a Liverpool fan. So it takes time for me to get over shit like this. But as far as I'm concerned, get gone. If you don't want to work with Liverpool fans and be a Liverpool manager, Jog on. That's it. Go now. Never mind all that. I'll go at end of the season. Get gone now. That's my opinion. Yeah, Bulky can't do that. It's middle of the season. No. Get gone now or keep your mouth shut and then he may come out with this. All right? That's how I look at it. Because after the end of the season, if you win league or FA Cup or a Europa, you've still got another game to play. Because if you win league, you've got a Charity Shield to play for. Or if you win FA Cup, you've still got Charity Shield. Or if you win Europa, you play Champions League winners. So as far as I'm concerned, it's in bad taste. So I'm not Team Klopp at the moment. I'm Team Angry. The great manager, one of the greats. He'll go down as one of the greats, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all about it all. So it is what it is, isn't it? Who cares about Florian Marco against Chris Conger? Well, obviously, I want Chris Conger to do well because I like him. He's mates with Terry Chappendama. But who cares about Florian Marco? Nobody cares about him now, do they? So get on a plane and go back to where you're from. You don't do it for me. Go fight somewhere else. You know, I'm not feeling it for Florian Marco. I'm not feeling it at all. So Big Mal, somebody asked me what I think about his laugh. I should have mentioned this earlier when we went on about Big Mal. On my Big Mal rant. Because Big Mal, you love it when I dig you out, don't you? I make you relevant, Mal. Especially with them Everest double glazing bins that you wear. You look like brains out of Thunderbirds in them. Right. Big Mal. First laid eyes on Big Mal years and years ago. We were at York Hall years ago. And he will weigh Don Charles. We stood with Don Charles and Darren Hamilton and some other geezer down there. And I remember sat there watching him. And they were doing this like, somebody said something and it wasn't really that funny. They were near to me and they were like bent over laughing, you know, like laughing really stupidly. And going like that and this laugh and bending over laughing. And all this guy done, he go, how are you doing? And he was behaving like giddy little school kids. And I don't get that. Unless it's like a London town culture thing. For me being from North. Because I know what they think about us up here in the North. I do, honestly. I think they think that we're backwards and we all sleep with our cousins and stuff like that. I do. I know what they say about people in Wales down there. They think they sleep with sheep, don't they? Things. But I think that people in London think that us lot are like numpties or something, or coal miners or something. I don't know. I just find it odd down there. I remember being at somebody's dinner table in Essex. I'm not going to say who. She went, Nassau, do your family eat steak up north? Why? What do you mean fetched up? Well, it was like a treat in my house when you were a kid. But steak all over the place now, just buy shoplifters stuff, don't we? But it doesn't do it for me because it doesn't digest. But I thought, God, they must think like must think we still live on tins of spam or something. It's not World War II we're rationing, you know. We do have cookers in the north, but I think that people down there think that we're like backward. I don't know. So like when I'm seeing people laughing like that, I don't know if they're doing it to make spectacles of themselves or what, or if they think that people in the north are that stupid. I don't know. But hey ho, innit? Hey ho job. Yeah, Cockney banter I wrote here. Cockney. Somebody said to me, I'm from Watford. I'm not a Cockney. Somebody said in emails of it. Listen, mate. Anybody south of Birmingham to me is a Cockney. So get over yourselves. The north is where it's at. They're all scabs in miners strike down south, aren't they? Well, south of Blythe they were anyway. You know what I mean? The north stood firm with the coal miners strike. Just remember that. All right, just remember it. People went without nothing for over a year and a day. That lot down there couldn't do it. So we're pretty staunch up here. We've got morals, all right. I don't want to make it a north-south thing, but like, I think people think that we're stupid up north and thick. Well, I just needed to say that, get it out my system. And another thing as well, I noticed, people down there, they don't speak correctly, do they? Like this guy said, like, have you got them tings or something for me? I said, you what? Ting, you mean things? Speak properly, it's things. All right? Speak properly, because we don't understand the lingo up here. You know what I mean? Like Eddie said to me once in an email, oh, you think you're a boat. I didn't even know what he meant. Boat race face. Eddie, it's not lock, stock, and you're not Jason Statham. Oh, Porky, I bet you're a boat on your manor. Why are you talking like that, Eddie? You weasel. You little weasel, Mr. Relentless. Do me a favour. So, speak the King's English, I say. I just thought I'd come out with that, but if you start coming out with that where I live, right? If you started talking like that where I live, do you know what they do? They kick you all the way down village to the top at Coalface, where Pit used to be. They'd kick you all the way down there. And if Pit were open, they'd kick you all the way down Pit shaft and make you do a shift. You know what I mean? Because that's what some of them need down there. They need bringing down from La La Land. No, we don't buy trainers up here for £1,000, unless you're Steppy Bull, who thinks he's an Essex wannabe. Buying £1 million, I won't pay £1,000 for a pair of trainers. That don't make you an hard man. It makes you a clown. All right. So it is what it is. So what you need, Big Malk, is some back-breaking work. That's what you need. Back-breaking work. Like rest of them down there. You need to be working on gate down Pit. Like my granddad from 1940 till 1986. You know what I mean? 85, 86 up to miners' strike. From 1940. That's what you need. Some back-breaking work, hacking into coal in pitch black where you can't see in front of you. Where you're freezing coal and you've got a 25 kilo thing like that into coal, 8 hours a day for 40 odd years. They worked in gangs. You know what I mean? Down there. But Big Joe Egan's piped up again, hasn't he? Joe, what are you doing? What are you doing, Joe, piping up? We've seen a third video now. Look. You're not going to get that Saudi money, are you? So give it a rest. All right, give it a rest and go into hiding. You will soon. It's not that far away. It's not that far away. It's all being put together. So, because you're not going to come on Zoom, are you, Joe? Telling you fairy stories. No. So it's going to be left to me to deal with you. I'm going to deal with you on here. You haven't got the knackers to come on, so I'm just going to press a button here. Boom. It's called record. All right, we're going to put you to bed. So get ready. Get ready, Joe. Your world's going to come crashing down massively. Get ready. You'll be like Big John Fury when I silenced him. But you're not worth a billboard. I don't need to do a billboard for you, lad. I don't need to do a billboard for you. Okie dokie. Thanks for liking and subscribing. And leaving a comment. I might do these others tomorrow. Knocking on a bit now. Time's knocking on. Well, peace out. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. It's like I'm like an airborne repeater. I've said that once. Ta-ta.
You like that one, didn't you? Right, first of all, I just want to say thank you very much for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to me because we're on this journey together, aren't we? So anybody got any ideas for the channel, fire them over to me, porkycorner@mail.com. All right. Shout out to Innovation Alloys and South Yorkshire Packaging. All right. Don't forget to subscribe, keep on trucking.